Aloha, beautiful, wonderful people! That is my protector box that I just got. I'm so excited because it was on sale at Michael's for like $2, and I just needed a box that I could put all my projects in. Anyways, I already pre-selected my, what is it called? The cards that I'm going to use for this layout, just so that you don't have to deal with all the annoying sorting out and everything. This is my, I just call it the mid-March, because I don't go weekly, I go just monthly, and I like to just document the times that seem most interesting or important to me in my lifetime, and some weeks just don't really have much for me to say, so I kind of like to be able to skip that. And also it helps not make such a huge album for throughout the year, because I know a lot of people like to just have their project life be split in 2 albums per year, and I think that's a little bit, I don't know, I really admire that they can do that, but I don't have that much space in my apartment, so I like to do it 1 year per an album, or an album per year. Anyways, so this is my process. I'm just figuring out what to do with this top card on my left side of the Project Life spread, and as you can see, I'm having a little bit of trouble figuring it out, but it's a work of art. I'm just figuring it out all at the same time. Get ready, guys, I'm gonna start talking about tape. I know, it's super exciting, but this tape that I'm using is actually really interesting when it comes to crafting. It's called a Tombow Mono Permanent Adhesive. I also like to use the green one, which is the removable adhesive, and they're from Thailand. Obviously, I didn't go to Thailand to get them, but they're really cool because they are they just are so smooth when it comes to tape runners. And they're reusable, so you can throw out the tape once it's used up and put in a new container to fill it up, and done. It's fun. I enjoy it. This little container is filled with a lot of the embellishments I'm using. So, these little things that I'm working on, what are they? It's words that I cut out myself. I'm actually going to show you how I do one letter for later on. And then you'll see the process of that. It's quite easy, especially if you have an X-Acto knife, which you can just purchase at the dollar store or 99-cent store, and it's awesome. I love using it like all the time, and I don't know what I'd do without it. So I made all these letters, including the show letters, and I'm now just gluing them on with my, also another handy thing, I got that glue pen at the dollar store as well, I think. So the show I got is actually gold leaf that I Mod Podged onto a thick piece of cardstock paper, and then I waited like a whole day. I could have waited less, but I didn't really need to do anything. And once it was done, I just started carving out the show from the gold leaf cardstock paper that I created. And there I am pasting the thick, what do you call it? The thick tape that makes it like, makes it dimensional so you can see the shadow underneath the show. I don't know, I like using that tape a lot. Not a lot, but you know what I mean. Anyways, this is, the first slide is for showing all my favorite new shows of the month and season, and the 2 movies that we watched in the middle of March. So, I'm saying so a lot. Wow. Okay, yeah, so I'm just getting really bored of this. I'm so sorry. Don't mean to make you guys bored. Maybe I should cut this out. I might not, because I'm just lazy like that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that is done. Sorry, guys. So moving on to the movies. And I'd like to just talk about what we're interested in. So my boyfriend and I love to watch Once Upon a Time, and it's embarrassing to say, but Masters of Sex as well. And Once Upon a Time we've been watching for like 4 years. No, what? We haven't even been together. Since it came out for season 1. So like, we love that show. I don't know, it's very cheesy and fun, but we still enjoy it. And it just brings out our childishness in us. So we watch that kind of religiously. And then the Masters of Sex we actually just started watching because we've heard a lot of good things about it from fellow friends and co-workers. So we're like, we'll just try it out, just see how it is. And surprisingly, we like it. And it's so hilarious because we've worked at the same studios like tons of times, and we might just happen to work on it later on. But it's super cool. Very interesting and dramatic. And it's so funny because it's like, we don't really watch shows that are modern time. I don't understand why, but apparently we don't like modern. I mean, Once Upon a Time is like the closest, but that's actually like fantasy modernist. I don't know. It's kind of funny because we don't watch any shows that have just regular old modern day stuff. There you see, I'm trying to figure out what to do. I didn't like yeah. So I decided this is the part where I am making my own letter. It's another Y, so it'll say yay. And you can see I'm using my cheapo $1 X-Acto knife, or actually 99 cents 99 cents knife, and it's super smooth, and as long as you are careful and you just have a good steady hand, it's rather easy to use. And I would definitely suggest having an X-Acto knife for that kind of purpose. You know, I even get all that cardstock from where do I get it from? I actually don't remember exactly, but you know, like when you buy products and they come out with this, you know, this, what is the word? It's just like a white piece of paper, and then I just use that, and it's like hard cardstock, so it's perfect for lettering on Project Life. And there says movies, the blue or the turquoise stickers, it's movies. It's actually stickers from Target dollar section, which I love. But the stickers don't stick very well, so sometimes I actually have to re-stick them with tape or something. And just embellishing that card on the left with the cute little heart and arrows that I created with the gold leaf cardstock paper I created earlier. I can probably do a tutorial video about that another time. That gold bin that I have in the middle of the project is actually for all of my embellishments. And it's funny because it's actually a container that was used for coconut oil like coconut butter lotion. And it's been very useful since I had used it all up and just converted it to my container for my embellishments. And I love how it opens and everything. Now putting away the left side, and sorry about the blur. Moving on to the right side. Going into the week that the day that my aunt came by to visit us. And she was around for a conference in nearby, and so I was like very excited that she could come by and say hi for one afternoon. It was very lovely. We introduced her to in and out. It was fun, and she'd never been there before, so I was super excited to help her enjoy the beauty of In and Out. And then we walked out of our apartment building, and there was Circlavia going on. I didn't even know that was going on until we got out into the street. It was hilarious because wow, this never happened. Basically, what Circlavia is in LA, they have in certain areas of town, they have these bicycle events where they just close down all of the roads and allow only bikers and walkers there. It's no cars or anything are allowed. I mean, anything but cars is allowed. So it's kind of weird. I was feeling like we were in another world because I had no idea that was going on. Thankfully, I didn't feel left out because we don't have a bicycle, so both of our bicycles got stolen. It's part of the beauty of living in LA that your bike usually does get stolen. I'm sure that I think everybody that has owned a bike here has had it stolen at least once. Some people have had it. My boyfriend's bikes have been stolen twice, so we are not in a great time at the moment to have bicycles, although it's very convenient to have them. And I don't even know if I like the way I embellished that picture, but there was a big smudge in the middle of right on top of my head, and I didn't like it, so I tried to do something that would just veer your eyes away from it, and so I wrote on top of it instead, which totally doesn't have you look at the top of my head anymore, but whatever. Yeah, and this, what are they called? I don't even remember what they're called. Enamel dots, doy. Yeah, I haven't using them that often. I thought they would be more fun to use, but I haven't done much with them. I don't know how to use them, maybe. I know a lot of people love enamel dots, but I love seeing them on other people's projects, but they just don't work on mine. And that bin that I got is actually from, is it from Ross? I think I got it from Ross. It was for maybe $7. It's very convenient. I put all my sparkling embellishments that I got on Amazon, and then I just put them by color. I can show later, maybe in another video when I talk about all my supplies that I use for Project Life. So this is a card from the Jade. The Live Picture Words is a card from the Jade edition, a Jade core kit that I actually use a lot, so I try to embellish it to make it look a little different. I really don't know if I used it more than once before, but it's probably gonna become one of those that needs to be toned down a little in my Project Life. Yeah, so I'm excited to embellish once in a while, but it's a process for me. I have a hard time because I get really connected with my embellishments and I don't want to let them go quite yet a lot of the times. And I'm like, oh, I might use this for another time. It might be perfect for somewhere else. And then I never use them. So it's kind of funny. That little heart thing is actually from the one of the gold foil kits, value kits that the red gold heart card is from too. And just writing it down, I think I said this is the good life, because it is. It's so awesome when you reunite with family members and just have a good old day with them. It's just, I love it. And here we are, just writing out now everything, pretty much, for the layout. So I will allow you to choose whether or not you want to continue watching me write down, monotonously about the day, or you can skip on to the end of this video to see the final product. I love to use this pen. It's called the Friction. It's Frixion Pilot Pens, and the Friction Ball, I think it's 0.5 or 0.05, and they're actually from Japan. They're amazing because they're like pencils, but they're pens, and you can erase things, but they look, it's purely pens. I probably talked about this in my earlier videos, and I just love those pens because they are amazing. They let me do anything freely without worrying about, oh no, I screwed up. I don't have to use whiteout with them. It's awesome. I love it. Except when I write on photos. I've learned that last time, and that was a bit of a bummer. I wrote on my photo and then I tried to erase it, and it didn't really work out very well. But lesson learned, I'm not gonna do that again. I try to save the ink, so I only do it when I know I'm gonna write something on Project Life, or even when I'm writing an everyday journal. I like to use my pens. I'm really considering buying a whole nother pack for black, because I use the black ink most of the time. I love using color as well. You might have seen me use the orange last time in my last video. And the green, and those stars are from the dollar store, aka the 99-cent store. And I like to rate the movies that I've seen. So I have a hard time actually rating them, because out of 4 stars, I like to do it because I don't want to spend too much stars. I usually rate movies by 5 stars, but I don't know. I've been switching over to 4. So I gave Paddington. It was a cute movie, and that was, I don't know, I love it. It was adorable, and Lord Grantham was one of the main characters, so that was pretty awesome. And then one of my favorite actresses, Nicole Kidman, was in it as well. And Sally Hawkins, love her. So it was a fun movie. Oh, and obviously my other favorite, Mrs. Weasley from Harry Potter was in it. I can't remember her name. I feel so sad, sorry. But I just really thought it was such a cute movie, and I would love to show my kids that. Project Almanac was really good too. Very thought-provoking. And I already talked about Once Upon a Time and Masters of Sex. So this is almost done. The key thing on that card means something for Once Upon a Time. And that's it. I'm done. Yay! Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope this didn't bore you at all. But I really hope you subscribe and just enjoy your day. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful one.